Hey guys, hey. How you guys are doing? Is you guys are doing? Because no, I'm not even gonna say I'm even close to doing. Nope. If you remember from my last video, the handsome doctor that had to put his finger up my poop chute. He's supposed to call me sometime this week with, I get to look forward to that. Nothing like talking to somebody right after they violated you. But at least I got breakfast out of it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna put your finger in somebody's butthole, the least you could do is give them a bagel and a Pepsi. I mean, that's I'm just saying is all. I'm just saying, I'm not telling you gotta do that. I'm just saying, common courtesy. I mean, courtesy goes a long way. I heard Aretha Franklin died, and that was god awful, and I hope she will not be suffering anymore. You know, God rest her soul. That's all I can really say about that. I just got out of the shower. I went and picked up some more medication for Yuki today. We put her back on the other medication, and then I spent a lot of time talking to like the nurse's aide and asked about, you know, is it safe for her to be on this medication? How long is it safe for her to be on this medication? Does it have any adverse effects? You know, I want to make sure that she's comfortable, yes. I want to make sure that she doesn't feel, you know, that she's not in pain, yes. But because her recovery is so long, I just don't want there to be any weird side effects that I don't know to keep an eye on. You know what I'm saying? So, yesterday was rough, guys. Whoo, yesterday was rough. I had 3 appointments at the hospital. I'm just gonna say, like, the best I can tell you is it was fucking rough. So the first thing I had done was the bone density scan. Now I got there at 9:30. Okay, like on the dot. My thing was at 10, but they told me to come in early because they should probably be able to get me in. So I'm waiting, and it goes to 10 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, well, I mean, that was originally when I was supposed to be there. I give another 10 minutes, and I'm like, you know, because my other appointment is at 11, so I have to make sure that I get where I'm going. I don't like to be late. It makes me uncomfortable, and I didn't know how long this scan was going to take. So, just kind of matter of fact, it doesn't take long at all. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, if that, maybe. So, it's like 10:30. They still haven't come and get me. So I walk back to the front, and I'm like, hey, you know, I've been back there for an hour. And, you know, the lady was like, okay, hold on. So she called back there, and the guy had fallen asleep. He was in this teeny tiny, like, closet room. And I swear to you guys, like, he, like, had fallen asleep in there. It was all warm, like, like he hadn't had any appointments besides me. He took a nap. He was like, oh. You know what I'm saying? So I got that done. It's, you know, pretty much you just lay on a bed, you know, one of their kind of hard beds, and then you have like a little, what looks like an x-ray machine. You know how they put the x-rays over your chest and, you know, take the pictures? Well, it is a lower dose of radiation than an x-ray. But the picture quality is also not as good as an x-ray. So if you're worried about that, allow me to, you know, explain that DECA scans, excuse me, for bone density, which is what I went for, you don't really have to worry about the amount of radiation compared to, you know, when you're having x-rays done, the CT done, you know, MRI done, which just this month alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those. I've had 8 of those, so I probably glow in the dark. Anyway, so after that, you know, I had my scan done. It didn't hurt, didn't Didn't do anything. Machine didn't even make any noise. He was just moving me around on the table. It was good to go. So I left and I went downstairs to neurology and I signed in for that. And that's where I had my nerve induction test. Now I'm going to explain this so people will understand if you have to have it. I was scared. Okay, so I'm going to admit to you guys that I was very scared of it because, you know, who the hell wants a big gigantic needle shoved in your muscles while you flex them? Okay, so I'm trying to get comfortable. So you know, they bring you in there, they lay you down. You know, he told me to put my arm out straight, so I had my arm out straight with my palm open. Like, he was making me do stuff like this and putting electrodes on those areas. Now, they do these for legs, back, all for all your nerves. So, it's not just your arms. For me, it's just my arms. So, they were looking for my neck and nerve damage and stuff for my arms because my arms constantly fall asleep, tingle, and they get very cold. So the first thing they do, if you've ever used a TENS unit, it makes your muscles jump and contract. That's how it's kind of like a massage. So it shocks your muscle to make it, you know, kind of quickly, you know, contract and let go. Contract. So it's pretty much just, you know, working that muscle and trying to give you like a massage to, you know, feel better in that area. So if you've ever used a TENS unit, that's what they use. It's like a two-pronged little like machine. It's like a little wand with two prongs on it, and they just put it, you know, they measure where those nerve endings are, and then they, you know, take it and kind of, you know, I'm just doing it here, and put it on the nerve that they're looking for, that muscle, and it makes the muscle jump and they let go, and then they do it again, the muscle jump, let go, but it doesn't hurt. That's not the part that hurt. That was funny because, you know, the tech guy kept telling me that most people flip out like when they have this done, because it's the anticipation of being shocked and not knowing how bad it's going to hurt. So, you know, pretty much just like a tattoo, not knowing how bad that's going to hurt. So the first couple of lines are, well, imagine having that feeling the entire time, like 45 minutes of a test. So that's kind of how I look at it. So he was telling me that he's had colonels come in there and like start crying like during these tests and telling him, nope, 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 I'm done, nope, nope. So, you know, I had a lot of anticipation for both arms. Like, I was scared it was going to really hurt. The TENS unit part didn't hurt, so then they did another kind of test. So this is where they take a needle that's about 3 inches long. It's not too terribly thick, not terribly thick, but it's about 3 inches long, and they jab it into the meatiest part of a muscle, and then they poke it, like the muscle itself, they poke it, and then they listen, because you've got all these wires, remember, the machine is listening to your muscle. So that is the weirdest shit, because I could hear him, like, every time he was poking the muscle to make it, you know, do that. And then, like, he would have me, like, flex my arm like this or something like that. And you could hear the increase as my muscle would flex on the screen. You could hear the, you know, crackly noise. Kind of like a Geiger counter. You know, like the old Geiger counters where that noise is. Well, that's the kind of noise it made. So, yeah, pretty much just checked a whole bunch of areas, like, you know, my arm meets, lightning here's not the greatest, but like there, and like, he did the best he could. So, I got really upset by the diagnosis. So I have neuropathy in both of my elbows and forearms, and I have severe case of carpal tunnel. And the skin on my arms is also causing a lot of nerve issues because it's pushing down on my arteries and nerves and stuff. So it's kind of pinching some of the nerves in my arm meats. So maybe kind of sort of, because Monday I go and see the plastics guy. So I'm kind of nervous about that. I just want to talk to him about my arms and what could be done, or what does he think it should be done. I'd like a professional opinion, other than Dr. Rollins or somebody else. Like I want an actual plastic surgeon to give me the direct answer why they don't want to work on me. Like I want to know the reason, like down to a T of what the issue is and why my insurance company doesn't want to help me with my skin when they have plastic surgeons and do mommy makeovers all the time for free. So it's just little stuff like that. It's stuff I want to know. Inquiring minds like mine want to know. So anyway, guys, I love you beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, wherever the hell you happen to be in the world. Hashtag still not naked. And I'll talk to you very, 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 very soon. Bye.